Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a drink, it is time for some Path of Exile discussion. Welcome to another day of patch 3.23 teaser season. This is going to be the last quiet day of teasers. Today we've got one of the transfigured gems to show off, but I'm expecting that we'll have a lot more information tomorrow when Grinding Gear Games are back in the office on a work day. So, this is Ball Lightning of Static. And can I just say that I love the naming here? The word static has two meanings that both make sense here. Static as in static electricity, and static as in stationary or not moving. And this Ball Lightning is simultaneously both of these. At a first glance, this appears to be Orb of Storms but different, and we'll see that in a sec. Now this is a transfigured version of Ball Lightning, and it changes the skill from a projectile, which presumably means that it's going to lose the projectile tag, and then it becomes a stationary ball that constantly zaps nearby enemies. One of the key things we want to know with this is how it interacts with various support gems, and what is the limit to the number of Ball Lightnings of Static that can be on the ground. Here's what it looks like in gameplay with a character that's not doing very much damage. So you see here that they're dropping down 2 of them at a time. We never actually see 3 of them on the time. I'm not sure if that's a limitation of the skill, or if it's just the choices that the player has made. And that's basically it for Ball Lightning of Static. Now given that today is such a quiet news day, I thought I would draw your attention to something that I'm recommending Grinding Gear Games add to the game as a microtransaction. Now this is at the less serious end of suggestions, but there is a bit of precedent for this. Some years ago when the skill Soulrend was added to the game, content creator and general all-around great guy Toucan recommended to Grinding Gear Games that they make a celestial cat version of Soulrend. So this was a reskin of the skill, functions exactly the same way as the skill itself does, but instead of firing a purple wisp at enemies and dealing damage with them that way, you instead fire celestial cats that deal this damage instead. Now, my suggestion is for Raise Zombie of Falling, and I put up a little bit of a poll on the YouTube channel asking people their attitudes to this. People are mixed on it, but it looks like there's almost 1,000 people here who have expressed considerable interest in Raise Zombie of Falling, where the zombie is a toucan rather than being a traditional fantasy zombie. It's definitely not for everyone, and 18% of respondents really dislike the idea, and I do think that people who watch my channel among Path of Exile players probably bias towards caring more about the toucan memes than most of the broader Path of Exile community, but it does definitely look like there is a market for this silly microtransaction idea, so I'd like to recommend Grinding Gear Games make it. If, like me, there's a few challenges you want to finish off before patch 3.22 ends, keep in mind that time for that is becoming quite short now. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. May your toucan zombies fall in interesting places.